Oh, by the way, I found out there's only 2 bed and breakfast listings in Arlington, and I'm one of them. So, hey, it's a good market to be in. You know, if the weed smokers are coming, they're coming to Arlington. They only got 2 choices.
Welcome to Live, Let Thrive, a podcast about the Airbnb life, the share economy, and everything in between. Here are your hosts, Myka and Steve.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back
to another exciting episode of Live,
Let Thrive. That wasn't cheesy at all.
Yeah, not at all.
So we're on episode 32.
32.
The 32.
32. The day they say that you change as a man. 32.
What? Really? Is that a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you change? What happens in 32?
I don't know the psychology. It's like a deep psychology about it. The day you turn 32 is when you change as a man.
The third one drops or what?
I don't know. I don't know. But
I've been waiting.
Yeah, they say 32. I guess that was also a religious aspect behind it too, with Jesus 32, and then it's a bunch of psychology behind the age 32 for men.
Oh.
You know, women mature.
Is that when you can become a president too? You're at 32, you're allowed to be president of the United States.
Is it?
It's 30 something.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, I didn't know that.
You gotta Google it.
I knew it was
Anyways,
up there,
so
yeah,
back to the episode at hand.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Me and Steve haven't had one of our episodes about our properties, and well, did we 2 weeks ago? I don't know. Do we have a guest? I don't know.
We had a guest last week.
Sue
Oyuela. That was Oyuela, and that was a great episode.
Great episode.
We learned a lot, and she's doing it in the Airbnb world, man.
She is.
She's not only she runs Airbnbs. If you haven't listened to last week's episode, go check it out. It's pretty cool. Yeah. And so she runs Airbnbs and she runs other people's Airbnbs, and that's that's where we want to get.
Yeah,
we want to get there. You know, we love. I mean, of course, we love helping people, but we love that money, that moolah, that cash.
Yes, sir.
And we can help you make money, or whoever.
Like them ducats.
Yeah, we get paid in the process. You know, win-win situation, right? You got an empty room sitting there. Let's Airbnb that mug.
Call us.
Give us a call.
Yeah.
What's our number?
469-300-9100. All right, we're out.
Episode 32 in the books.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Lord. So what you been up to, man?
Man, so they got new corporate renters in. They've been pretty cool. They're kind of a little bit older, so they kind of have special needs, you know. They kind of called us over because the fridge wasn't getting cold, which that's understandable. We got to get that fixed. Then they called about a door that was kind of hard to shut. I mean, it wasn't that hard, but they were older, so I was like, okay, whatever. Went over and sprayed some WD-40 on it. It closes. Yeah. Then they said the rug on the floor was a little bit too high. So we trip over it. So we're like, okay, we took the rug out. You know, it was just like, oh, man. Then they're like, does the smoke detector work? I'm like, yeah, it works. Like, oh, okay. So, yeah, I mean, it's just an older crowd. You know, that's all it is. But they were there for 3 months until their condo gets built. So, but in the meantime, during my 2 weeks of vacancy, I did Airbnb out my condo illegally. Yeah, and after Airbnb out for 2 weeks, someone left behind a nice gold watch.
Oh, an Airbnb guest left it behind.
Yeah, nice Michael Kors watch. So I decided to do the liberty of taking the links out of it and putting it on my wrist.
Yeah, you want to keep it close to you and safe.
Yeah,
at all times.
Yeah, just in case they call back, and if they ever call back, I'll tell the guy, "Hey, I got your watch." Whoever left it, got
maybe
your
they're
watch.
A listener of the show. You never know.
Yeah, you may call up. Hey, it's mine. Like, all right, man. I took the liberty of taking the links out for you. I kept them though. I kept the links just in case he calls up.
So, any of you listeners out there who have lost a Michael Kors watch, please call this number right here.
Or don't call.
Or don't call.
Because I don't wear jewelry, so I mean I don't buy jewelry. I'll happily wear it if it's free. But yeah,
he's the millionaire next door, folks. Yeah, man.
So what have you been up to,
been
man?
Airbnb-ing, going on that journey, you know.
Yeah.
And I mentioned I went over it a little bit on the soooooo show, episode 31. But yeah, I the other night a potential guest hit me up and they wanted to rent it for like 4 months straight, right? The Airbnb. And they put in a request. This person had no reviews or nothing. So I asked you, what do I do, man? This is long term, you know, how do I handle this? And you gave me the advice to just put your address in a message, send them the address in the message, because they said they live close, local. Yeah. And then just meet them at the house and go over the things, you know, show them the house and go over it, and maybe you sign up a contract. Yeah. Do like a month-to-month thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I did a lease. I always do a lease. Like a 3-month lease.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Also, yeah, I was telling you, when you do that, make sure you find a good number to rent it out at. I think I told you $2,800 a month.
You said $2,800, yeah.
And she said that was unreasonable.
Well, actually, I went ahead and threw $25 at her. I was like, in my mind, I was like, okay, $2,500, that should be good. I make some good money.
That was too much for her?
That was just a little bit out of her price range or something like that. Yeah.
I mean, the quote was for like $700 more, right? On Airbnb, the quote she would have been paying, right?
Actually, no. There was about $2,100, what she would be paying on Airbnb.
A month?
Yeah. The breakdown, yeah.
How?
I guess the way it's priced. Yeah, about 21. Of course, there'd be no cleaning fees that whole time. So
one cleaning fee.
We're making just the one out of 4 months or whatever, or 3 months. You know what? I think you were factoring it for making that much money in 3 months, and she wanted it for 4. She wanted it for 4 months, so we did the math wrong.
Oh, okay.
It was only for 4. It was for 4 months, and then we factored the payment for 3, so it looked like a whole bunch. But anyways, it factored out. I did the math again. It was like $2,100. So I just went ahead and said $2,500. It was in between what you said and what she wanted. and then, but she didn't get back to me about meeting at the house. And then I got a message the next day saying, "Hey, I just got your message, but we did drive by the house," which is weird. We did drive by there, and so what kind of deal could you do for me? And that's when I said the $2,500. And she's like, "Oh, okay, this is a little more than I budgeted, but I'll talk to my husband, see what he says."
Okay, couple things here. They drove by your house.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have that new feature turned on in your Airbnb? Airbnb now allows you to show your exact location of your home.
Really?
I don't know the pros and cons to that. I only do it to my timeshare. I did turn it on for my timeshares. Not all of them yet, but most of them I turned them on.
Yeah.
I'm not know what the pros and cons to that is.
I don't know. I thought they didn't want people to know your exact location.
Yeah, they didn't. Now they do. I don't know why.
And, that's the thing, because with they were being so cryptic before, if you send anything like a phone number, an email, or any website, they'd block all that stuff out. But the address, they let that get through.
And now I guess they don't care. They just say you can just show your exact location. Airbnb's made a lot of changes these last 2 weeks. To show the exact location, the group payment, you can hide your face, and that you hide people's faces for discrimination. I mean, which is what VRBO does. So I think VRBO and Airbnb are kind of taking things from one another. Yeah. But there is a way around the discrimination thing. If you just push the decline button, it'll just take you to the page of their face, and then you could just go back, push cancel. I figured that out. I was like, what? I'm like, I guess you could still see them. So.
Oh, nice, nice.
There's a quick little Airbnb quick tip.
Quick. Or a fast hack. How about that?
Yeah, fast
hack.
Yeah.
You gotta hack it up, dude.
Yeah, the LLT fast hack.
Their site's getting a lot better. I know in the early days it was a real buggy. Their website, Airbnb's website.
Oh yeah, it's gotten a lot better.
Even for just a guest. I remember you trying to use it back in the day, and it was Yeah, man. It depended on what kind of computer you were on, and then the mobile app came out, and then it was like all screwed up. It was hard to find. I was like, man, this site sucks.
Yeah, they fixed it because about a month ago, everything was hard to find when they made that update. But yeah, they're doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good to getting it rolling back right, except for group payment sucks. But
go ahead, go on your group payment app. Group payment rant. There you go.
Did I talk about it 2 weeks ago or last week? Well, pretty much. Airbnb.
I want some rage, some anger.
Airbnb.
I want to let it all out, Myka. Come on, hit him. Hit him.
Airbnb pretty much holds your property hostage for 72 hours. If, let's say the guest has 4 people going on a trip, they can book the place, and then it'll say awaiting payment, and they have to wait for the other 3 people to pay. And what it does is hold your listing for 72 hours and blocks your calendar, which is BS.
Jacked up.
Yeah. They're extremely guest friendly, which is, I mean, it's cool and all, but don't hold my listing hostage.
It all started with the pizzas. Then that people start splitting pizzas, and now this.
Yeah, you were talking about that.
Yeah, it started. That was like last year or something. It started. Mm-hmm. Or maybe even the year before, but it was like, I don't know, Pizza Hut or Papa John's. And now when your friends can, you're at a party or something, let's order some pizzas, and y'all could all split it right then and there and order it together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of getting there and, oh, man, I don't have no cash. I'll get you next time, homie. Kind of thing.
For real.
No. We're splitting it. Get your card out.
Yeah.
And so now I can understand why Airbnb's doing that.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe once they work the bugs out, maybe it'll be more beneficial because, like, people going on a group trip together can automatically all pay for it, book it, boom, done dizzle,
Yeah.
Instead of saying, all right, dudes, I'm gonna book this trip, but y'all are gonna pay me, right? And then everybody bails out on him and he's holding the bag. But this way, we all 3 paid for this damn thing and whatever.
From the guest perspective, I ain't gonna lie, it was great from a guest perspective. It is. It's a good thing. I mean, if I was going, like, it would have been perfect for New Year's. I'm supposed to go to Memphis with my family, and we were all talking about dividing up pay, and we're going to send all the money to my sister. But then I'm like, oh, it'd be cool if she can just have the place ready, and everyone books it.
Yeah.
But from a host perspective, we're just holding up their spot for 3 days or whatever, But
so they've already tried to rent from you like that.
Yeah, I've had my place held up.
Damn. And what was your buddy's workaround on that?
Oh yeah, he said he just duplicates his listing, and if he finds somebody that wants to book, he'll just give the room to them and link the calendars.
And then cancel the other one?
Yeah, cancel the other one.
But that would have hurt his rating, right? If you cancel on somebody.
That I don't know. I mean, but who cares? You now have a second listing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, so that's what I was going to ask you. I have one listing.
Uh-huh.
So all my reviews come in for one thing, and so I'm averaging, a 5-star review, right?
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty good. Knock on wood, the next person will give me 1 star. But anyways, so I'm doing pretty good on that. And so if I had 2 listings, would each one be ranked separately, or would I be ranked
together?
Okay.
That's it. That was the hack with the timeshares. That's how I became a superhost so fast. See, that was the hack. Because that was my concern. I'm like, well, are they only going to look at this one listing? I asked the guy, and he's like, oh, no, man, looks at all of them. So I'm like, if I just post a bunch of listings on here, I could just get a bunch of reviews and become a superhost. So, yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's remember how I was telling you could borrow a superhost status.
Uh-huh.
So he gives you his listing, put it under him. He's a superhost.
Right.
You get that superhost ranking.
Huh. Or I can get Lupita to open up her own Airbnb account, and then we'll have 2 going at the same time with the same house. I don't know.
It'd be tough to manage.
Yeah. So, man, so that kind of sucks, man. Hopefully they work that out where it's not such a pain in the ass, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that person, I told you, they wanted to rent out the place for 4 months, whatever. They said, it's a little bit too high, blah, blah. Didn't hear from them again until later that night. I have to wake up early to go to work. I wake up like at 4:30. So at 11 o'clock at night, I got a call. Who the hell's calling this late, Yeah. And it was, not a call, but like that Airbnb sound,
Uh-huh.
I'll wake up for money. You know, I'll wake up for some
Me
money.
too. My wife gets mad at me when I do that.
And so, and it was them, and they said, "Hey, and they, but the thing is, they booked for, let me see, it was Tuesday when it happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they booked for Wednesday. Okay, fine, they're booking my place for Wednesday. Hey, is there any way we can rent the house tonight? This is Tuesday night. We could go over there right now because our house is flooded, and that was when we got a little bit of rain.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's a guest there right now. If they meant to book it for Tuesday, but they booked it for Wednesday, which is weird. You know, I don't know what the hell they're doing. And so he said, "Oh, okay, shucks. All right, never mind. Sorry about that." And so I went ahead and canceled their. It wasn't a booking because they have no reviews, so I can cancel it without any consequences, right?
Yeah.
And so I went ahead and cleared it off, and I went ahead and closed out, Wednesday, and I closed out Wednesday, so that way, because I have guests coming in Thursday, so that gave me a little buffer because I had to work too.
Yeah.
And so, what the hell's calling?
Yeah.
What the hell are they doing, man? And so, anyways, that's the same people. So I don't know. I'm getting some red flags from them,
So, do they have any bookings with you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
They're the ones that wanted to rent it out for, and then she didn't. They haven't been responsive. Then they'll hit me up with a random question. It just seems weird. It just seems weird.
Yeah. I'd avoid that one. Stay away from that one. But I remember last week. Remember I was telling you about the gym memberships. So it's crazy. When I left and went home that night, the guest that arrived that night was like, "Hey, is there any gyms around here?" Because he wanted to go work out, and I was like, "Yeah." And I told him where it was, and I was thinking in my head like, that gym pass would have been real good because he could have just went to the gym for free.
Yeah.
So if I gotta get with the gyms around here and see if we can do that. Get just like a gym pass for a month, like $20 a month, and like, hey, I'm gonna have people coming in and out. You know what I mean?
And that anybody can use it.
Yeah, and just let any of my guests use it. And I'm gonna see if it works. Hopefully, $30 a month, whatever.
Might try a local rec center too.
Oh,
They're cheaper than the big gyms.
that is true.
If you live in that area,
Yeah, but they aren't open 24 hours. That's the only thing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'll see what I can work out. But I was like, oh man, that'd be pretty cool to add that to that feature if you don't have a gym in your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that whole experience got me thinking, man. It would be great to go ahead and you're saying go the corporate route or whatever.
Yeah.
And it would be great to do something like that. And so on one end, I'm gonna, my plan is to go ahead and pull. I have the garage over there at Art House Hearst. Look me up on Facebook. At Facebook, yeah. Art House Hearst is on Facebook. Hit me up. And and also on, of course, Airbnb and VRBO. And so, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and clean that garage real good, clear out my stuff because I've been using it for storage. And I'm gonna set up the gym in there, and I'm gonna have access to the washer and dryer. And I think I'm gonna raise my prices if I offer all that stuff. I'm thinking,
definitely.
I'll raise my prices, and then so here's what I'm thinking. I mean, if I go the corporate rental route, anyways, I'm gonna have to have a washer and dryer, or they can access, and have the gym there for them. So it could be lucrative doing it that way, or I could just try to just keep improving, really make it really nice. And then just keep the dream of Art House Hearst alive, Yeah. I'm at a crossroads. I'm like, well, on one end, I can just, rent it out long term on that, like, corporate rental or something. Or I can just keep making it cooler and cooler to where it's like a destination. People want to stay there, and it has a lot of cool stuff there. Yeah. And so, we'll see what transpires,
Yeah, it depends on what you want to do. I mean, the corporate housing thing, it's just less work. Me, I'm a guy that likes to sit on his ass and make money. So, less work, easy for me, But,
right.
if you want to build that experience up, I would continue the Airbnb route. Definitely.
Right.
But, I'm about to try to corporate rent my 3 rooms because it's kind of a slow season since it's kind of became a slow season here in the winter. I know it's going to pick back up in January, I think. Yeah, January. But I was like, I'd rather just have someone stay for 30 days for now in each room.
Mm-hmm.
Charge them X amount. I'll take $600 a month from 3 people. That's a nice little chunk of change. But, so that's what I'm looking to do. So I will keep doing Airbnb, but look, I'm kind of being like Al Williamson, looking for other ways to make money.
Yeah.
Because he told me about something real cool today that FurnishedFinder.com. And it's catered to giving traveling nurses housing as well.
FurnishedFinder.com.
Yep. Oh, by the way, I am officially on, because last week me and Steve had a meetup, and everyone was talking about ways to get more people to look at your listing, and we were saying list everywhere. So I went ahead and I did I created my list and I put it on Bud and Breakfast.
Bud and Breakfast.
Yes, Bud and Breakfast. I don't provide cannabis, but you can bring it and do what you do. But yeah, I went ahead and listed it on there. I looked yesterday and I had 29 views. No bookings yet. But I got 29 views.
Yeah.
So that's pretty. Oh, by the way, I found out there's only 2 Bud and Breakfast listings in Arlington, and I'm one of them. So hey, it's a good market to be in. You know, if the weed smokers are coming, they're coming to Arlington. They only got 2 choices.
Now you said something. I guess you were texting me, and you're like, I can't find my listing. I can't find my listing. What was up with that?
Yeah, I couldn't find my listing at first. I don't think I can now. Like when I log out and I put in Arlington, the nearest listing says Houston. But when I go to my dashboard, it tells me I have 29 views and people viewed it.
So that's what I'm wondering, if it blurs your listing like in your surrounding area, so just maybe the cops won't see it or something. I don't know. I'm just
I logged out though. I logged out like I don't have any connection to the site, and I go on there to search for my listing and I cannot find it.
That's what I'm saying. So people around this, maybe they do like around this area, you can't find it, but like further away, where local authorities around here couldn't look up, you know, if any houses in Arlington are on that Bud and Breakfast, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they do that. They do like a little bubble far enough away, people outside of the area can see it. If you ever used a what is it called? Like what is that called? A VPN shield or what is that?
VPN? Yeah,
yeah, where you can put like you're in California, or you could put like you're in a different state. Mm-hmm. You know,
I do it in my house. You know, that's what I do for a living, networking and IT stuff. So yeah, I do.
Yeah, so it just bounces the internet connection somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
So if people wanted to download stuff, they could get away with it.
Yeah. PureVPN.com, my man.
What was it called?
PureVPN.com.
Pure okay.
Or IPVanish. One of the 2. Yeah, I do that all the time.
IPVanish.
Yeah.
Anyways, did you try looking up your place with one of those turned on so it didn't notice that you're here in the Arlington area?
I didn't turn my VPN on.
You should try it.
Yeah,
see if you can see it then, you know what I'm saying? Just like when I go to Mexico, you know, if I want to watch Sling TV, I can't, it won't let me because I'm in Mexico. But if I turn on my VPN, you know, protector or whatever, it doesn't know, it bounces me like I'm in California or somewhere in the United States or whatever.
Gotcha.
And I can watch, you know, Sling TV, or I can watch, well, Netflix, they're hip to it, so they don't let you do that stuff.
Oh man.
You know, you have to, I mean, you can still watch it in Mexico, but it's going to be Mexico's version of Netflix. It's going to be Netflix Mexico. You get to see all the shows that they have there.
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So they know if you have a VPN blocker on. But Sling doesn't do that. But so that's what I was wondering. Maybe you could turn that on, try to look for your spot, and then maybe you could find it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, by the way, one thing I did notice on Bud and Breakfast, you're allowed to leave yourself a review. Yeah, I gave myself a 5-star review. So hopefully that drives more more people to my site. But yeah, I've seen like they give you can rate yourself. I don't really know why that feature's in there, but I gave myself a 5-star review.
Now, do you give them? Is there house rules like it's the same thing? You can only smoke outside and stuff like that.
That's what I wrote on there.
Edibles are allowed inside. I don't know. Is there like stuff?
They have stuff like, do you allow vapors? Vapors only. Do you supply vapors? Do you supply the cannabis? Things like that. And I bet you the ones that people supply the cannabis, I bet you those are higher in the search rankings.
Huh.
Yeah, because they do ask, are you providing it for the guests?
So that would make sense, because if they protected this whole bubble of Arlington or whatever, where like the cops couldn't log in and try to find out who's in Arlington, you know providing or or offering safe haven to these criminals.
Yeah. Yeah,
I wonder.
That's that's the way to think about it. Because I was like, man, I couldn't find my listing, but it says it has views. So.
Oh, I should disconnect. By the way, I should disconnect this mic, and then just drop it. I should just let it drop. You know why?
Why?
Who got the MIDI account? This guy.
Oh yeah, he got the. I told you he's most likely going to choose you, man. You had the full house for a cheap price.
For a cheap price, yeah.
Yeah, so I said most likely. I'm like, I'd choose you if I was him.
I'm gonna start jacking up my rates soon. I just make Superhost. As soon as I make Superhost, I'm gonna jack up my rate. January 1st.
You got 10 completed trips?
Yeah, oh yeah. And I've got mostly 5 stars, but
how many reviews do you have?
Like 14 reviews.
You have 14 reviews?
Like 14
how many guests have you had?
Like 15 or 16 something. I've had quite a few.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
Are you?
You told me to price it low to get a lot of guests and a lot of reviews. That's what
I
you
just
told
didn't
me.
know you were getting them that fast. Like, are you letting them do 1 day stays?
Only Monday through Thursday is 1 day stays. The weekends is a minimum of 2 nights.
Okay, so that's still good, man. You're rolling them in. How many 5 stars you have?
I've got I know it says 86%.
No, how many total?
So okay, I'll tell you. Okay, let me see. If let's say I've got 14 reviews, so I'd say 12 5 stars and only 2 4-star reviews.
12 5 stars?
Yeah. Oh, my phone's talking to me.
Oh. I would
Siri.
I'd go ahead and raise the price by like $5. Raise your minimum price by like $5 a night on Beyond Pricing.
Now here's what I have been doing. I've been fishing. Been fishing for people. I'll tell you, like if the day's coming up, I might lower it a little bit just to get someone in there. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
I'll be every day. I'm looking at the pricing, and if a day's like a couple days away, I'll start lowering it to try to catch somebody, to hook them.
I'll hook them in. Yeah, see, and that's one thing I need to start doing in my private rooms. I'm spending so much time with my timeshares. I need to get back to logging into my private rooms every day. Because like every day I'm just on there adding listings, removing listings. I need to get back to going in there every day.
And that's the thing, man. And that's what I saw myself going down that rabbit hole when I was thinking, man, I should just maybe I should just go the corporate rental route, you know, because I'm spending a lot of time looking at my phone, even more than I used to before, because I'm up there trying to figure out ways to get guests in and stuff like that. And then that's why I was kind of like hesitant to start VRBO. I was like, that's a whole nother format I got to worry about. That's too. And
see, the good thing about VRBO is this: you're just gonna price it at one high price and just let it sit because it's connected to your Airbnb calendar.
Right.
So you ain't got to touch VRBO. That's good because if you get a booking through VRBO, that's just extra money.
Yeah. And that's who that MIDI guy.
Yes.
He booked through VRBO.
Yes.
And I did price it higher, but I didn't price it like real high, like you told me to price it really high. Which I'm gonna change it to that now.
Because also you have to remember, I don't care about VRBO reviews. No, I'm serious. I don't care. I don't really care about them. You can leave a 4-star on there. I don't care.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I price it super high. I go like $120 a night. So like when the guys came for the Cowboy game, they were there for what 2 nights, $400. I'm cool with that. You know. So I mean, and then like let's say if they would have seen your place, a whole place, you would have had the advantage on that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, you would have.
Yeah.
You know.
I gotta tackle that. And so yeah, I got MIDI. That's my first VRBO booking. MIDI. And so and he was the one asking all the questions. And so anyways, he booked. It's the end of January, so we'll see. And so yeah, I gotta really bring the prices up and get that flowing and start seeing what other, like put it on that other furnished one. And that's the thing. I'm just thinking, should I just dump it on corporate rental and make a set fee? That way I can scale, you know.
Now, Furnished Finder's cheaper than corporate housing by owner. It's only $100 for a whole year.
Oh, nice. And you just put it on there today?
Yeah. I haven't finished my listing yet, but I got to finish it.
Okay.
So as I work when I seen it. But yeah, man, that's $100 a day, man. $100 a year. So that ain't bad, you know.
How much do they take a chunk out of the profits?
No.
Nothing at all?
Yeah, it's just a subscription.
Huh. Well, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, that's what corporate housing by owner does. Nothing out of the profits, just charge you $400 for the whole year.
All right. So you set your calendar 3 months out, is that it? That's the only extent, is 3 months out? Or how do you set your calendar?
For my timeshares, I do 3 months. For my
Airbnb. Your condo.
My condo, well, it's open all the time.
Oh, but you don't do Airbnb on it anymore, right?
I will if somebody instant books it. They can. I mean,
now, in that small window, how many weeks window was that when you Airbnb'd it off the books?
2 weeks.
And how did you do in those 2 weeks?
I just had one person. I had a family member stay, and they just gave us a good review on it.
Oh, okay. But what about the Michael Kors?
Yeah. The Michael Kors. Well, I don't know who left it.
Oh.
Because I had a family member stay, and then I had the other girl checked out. They were like, oh, damn. So, like, we just went over there, gave her new sheets, and we're like, yeah. She's like, hey, I'm in town, need somewhere to stay. Is your condo open? We're like, yeah. But I don't know who left it.
Oh, okay.
So, but, I mean, I don't know. Like, if you go corporate.
Well, here's my dilemma. Because I want to start putting it, I want to pay and put it on that site, right?
Yeah.
And so, does that mean I only put my listing like 2 months out? And then if I do get a bite, I'll have to put it. Okay, for right now, I'd have to put it from February on. It'll be available, right?
There you go. So what you do is you I see what you're saying because I was on the same.
Because then someone jumps in February and then I have to push it back to March or
what
something.
you would do is this is what you'd ultimately do. You put a 28-day minimum stay on your listing.
On which one?
On your listing, on your Airbnb.
On Airbnb.
Listing.
Oh,
and VRBO. So then it's going to attract those people who are looking for a long-term place to stay.
Oh, but then I'll miss out on the. I don't know.
You're going to miss out on other money.
Yeah, I have to make a decision. In other words.
Yeah, you're going to have to make a decision
and see what works better.
Or you can always just list it on corporate housing by owner and just get hits, and they'll just tell you when they can check in. Then you block those dates on your calendar. That's what I do. Like my my rent condo, you can instant book that now if you wanted to, but it's just you can only stay. You have to stay a minimum of 28 days or 30 days.
Oh, so it's still on there?
Yeah, it's still on instant book too.
Oh, nice.
But I probably do need to take that off. But I mean,
because it'll be a conflict.
Well, no, wouldn't it be a conflict? Because okay, so pretty much people are in corporate housing by owner, right?
Yeah.
Let's say I get a hit. This guy says, "Hey, I want to move in March next year." I'm like, "Cool, come check out the place." He likes it. He signs a lease for March. Just block out the dates for however long he's going to stay.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I mean, you don't have to shut down your listing. You just have to know when those people are coming.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, and also, I know last episode, Sue was even talking about it. She says she doesn't rent to locals. What is your thing on that? Because this is how I look at it. I feel like, I know, like, when some people are coming to town, they're trying to get away, throw a little party or whatever. But do you feel like you're missing out on money doing that?
You're asking the wrong dude, because I rent to anybody and everybody that
yeah,
that
but
wants
I'm
to
just
book.
saying, I think you'd be the perfect person to ask, because if you rent to everybody, because I think it sounds like you'd be missing money doing that. Because I've read a forum, when she said that, I've read about 10 people who said that same exact thing. They're like, you never rent to locals. And I was like, I never thought about that. But
Right.
my listing isn't usually for locals. It's usually for people coming out of town, like, hey, who's going to a football game. So
Right.
I guess my target isn't the local. So I guess I just never had too many locals stay with me.
I've had a few. I've had a few.
Yeah.
The one guy that wanted to film his movie, he stayed there.
Yeah, see, I don't know, man. That's an interesting one.
This dance troupe coming through this weekend, this weekend. They're coming in Thursday, they're all the way. They're going to leave next Tuesday or Wednesday. This is Louisville on their thing.
Yeah, matter of fact, I had people coming to town for a little convention. They were from Denton, but they didn't want to drive back to Denton that night, so they just booked my place.
That makes sense.
See, and that's what I was wondering, like, when you're in a place like DFW, if you go to Frisco to the Star one night and want to hang out up there, you might grab an Airbnb and then drive home in the morning.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because, I mean, well, I guess an Uber will cost you the same damn thing.
Oh, now New Year's Eve you gotta, or New Year's Eve you have to charge more, right? Because people they need a place to party.
Yeah, up those prices. Yeah, New Year's Eve.
What did you put it at?
I haven't set it yet. Well, my timeshares, I just kind of upped them. They're already priced pretty high. Now I haven't done it yet on my. No. I think I have New Year's blocked for my house.
Oh, okay.
I think I have it blocked. I might unblock it because you might get some good partiers in there.
Yeah.
My last guests were some pretty cool partiers. I kick it with them, man. Yeah, we were up drinking and talking until about 2 a.m. They were pretty cool people.
On the weekend or during the work week?
It was during the work week.
Oh,
I went home. We were all upstairs talking. So I just took some bottles upstairs, a little bit of liquor we had left. As soon as I stand up, I stand up. The guy stands up. He's like, "Oh, oops, we've been too loud." And he sees the bottles. He's like, "Hell yeah!" I was like, "Oh yeah, this dude's cool." He's like, "Hell yeah!" He's like, "Man, I like you came up here and introduced yourself." But he was a cool guy, man. So. Yeah.
Hey, what's your percentage of minority to white guests?
Mine are they're mainly black.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you had mentioned something. You said a lot of blacks they get declined a lot, right?
Yeah,
People don't let them stay there.
My boy, he kept getting declined, and I never knew it because I never used Airbnb.
Yeah. And so they see your picture. They say, okay, well, they ain't gonna decline me. That's great,
yeah.
You know.
That's the thinking.
Wow. Can I borrow your picture and put it on my listing?
Well, it doesn't matter anymore.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, true.
Hey, we're minorities too, so
you can't see them anymore.
You know what? We've had a lot of Latinos staying at mine.
Yeah.
Huh.
Told you, man. People are
they gravitate towards what they know. I guess maybe
that's exactly what it is. People gravitate towards what they know.
Huh.
Like even the guy who was upstairs, he was a black guy, you know, and he saw those models. He's like, hell yeah!
Should have had him on the show.
Oh man, he would have been fun, man. I'm gonna call him. I have his number. He would have been fun, man. He's a fun guy. He would have been fun.
That's what's cool. That's what I'm missing out on because I rent my whole house out and I haven't met one guest yet.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you have noticed mainly Latinos coming to your house.
Yeah, mostly Latinos. Maybe they see the picture. Maybe they.
Yeah, it's the picture. But that's interesting though. Like now, at this point, I wonder how the discrimination's going to work because now I can't see the picture. So that'll be interesting to see. I want to know how because remember the big thing was Airbnb can't control discrimination, but I guess they tried. So I don't know, man. And like I know the guy who does vacation rental secrets on Facebook. He always says that's his biggest thing. Like he tells his listeners, "Hey, go look at their pictures, go through them, and decide if you're going to let them stay." Like he said, he saw a beer can and declined a guy. I was like, okay. But no, I mean, and it's a bunch of owners that do that. So I mean, I don't know, but a lot of people, some people were happy about it, some people were pissed about it.
Well, see, like our people, even if they took away our pictures, we might not be able to hide too good, you know, because they'll still see Juan Rodriguez on there, or they'll see Shaniqua Thomas on there. So.
Yeah, I mean, somebody someone might have that stereotypical name on there. Yeah, that's true.
We can't hide, man.
That's true. Yeah, because I've had some guests with some obvious names. I already knew what they were before I even saw the picture. Yeah, I mean, some of them I'm like, oh yeah, I know who you are. Yeah, so
I heard go on this comedian I heard a long time ago. It was a little tidbit. It was funny as hell. But anyways, whatever. We're not politically correct on this show. Yeah. Whatever. It's our show, and deal with it or turn it off. Whatever. Yeah. I'm just kidding. Don't turn us off. Keep listening. And he was saying, and this is a comedy special from like the 90s or something.
Yeah.
And it was a black dude. He was like, yeah, man, all this crazes, all this people spending money on this different exercise stuff and programs and this and that. He goes, finally a day is going to come where exercise is just another name a black woman names her baby.
Wow.
That was hilarious.
Dang.
Anyways, yeah.
I don't know. I give it up to them because, like, I've seen a bunch of blog posts. They can't control discrimination, and they tried. So,
yeah, give it up to them.
Oh, Wonder how that'll work.
They're making us money, so do what you do. Do what you do. Hey, and that's what's cool. I mean, I guess the Supreme Court thing right now is talking about the cake, the gay wedding and the wedding cake. You heard about that?
Nuh-uh.
It went all the way to the Supreme Court. This dude in Denver, Colorado, he wouldn't make the wedding cake for these two dudes that came in because his religious conviction that he doesn't recognize homosexuality or whatever.
Yeah.
So if I had a cake shop, they're gonna come and pay me $1,000. I don't care what you are, man. I'll make that money. I don't discriminate, but it was against his morals to make them their wedding cake. And so, anyways, I guess they sued him and this and that, and then all these other smaller courts said that no, he has to make him the cake and this and that. Yeah. And it went all the way to the damn Supreme Court. It's in there right now, and I don't know who won. I don't know who won yet, but anyways, so my thing is, It's like, okay, at one end I'm like, well, it's kind of messed up to discriminate like that. Another end, he's costing himself business,
Yeah.
And so why don't you just let it play out like it's going to play out? He'll just lose business and people stop going there. Even people that ain't gay, they'll be like, man, that's kind of messed up. He did that, so I'm not going to go get a cake from him anyways. Just let it play out. It doesn't need to go all the way to the damn Supreme Court. People discriminating on Airbnb, but who's benefiting from it? You're benefiting from it because they're going to go stay at your place, Hey, y'all, discriminate all you want. Send them our way.
You know what's funny? Like, whenever that's the number one group you don't mess with in America is the LBGT because they got a bunch of money behind it.
Yeah.
All those big fashion clothes designers, they got a bunch of money tied into that. But also Grant Cardone. If you ever listen to his interview, yeah. He said, what does he target? He goes, I target communities that are LBGT. He goes, they keep it clean. And I was like, dang, I never thought about that.
They got money, liberal communities,
Exactly. They got money. He goes, yeah, man, you target them, especially like he said, West Hollywood, I think. Yeah. Because one, it's a big, Hollywood's big fashion or whatever. And then you got the LBGT movement. It's money that'll be made. Yeah, when you discriminate, you're definitely losing money on yourself.
It's money. And to me, hey, I'm a businessman. I'll sell whatever to whoever, not like that, but hey, it's not for me to sort it out, whatever,
Oh,
it's not for me. It's
segue. So we had Peter Behuth on, right?
Yeah.
He's the number one wish list guy.
Yeah.
So I found out what these little people are doing in these little Airbnb Facebook groups. So like what they do is they exchange wish list saves with each other. I'm like, you guys are dorks. So like they're like, oh, hey man, if you wish list me, I'll wish list you, and they sit there and exchange each other's listed. And I'm like, wow, I guess these must be one of the people that hit up Peter. Remember, he hit up Peter and he told Peter, hey, I'm coming for your number one spot. And Peter's like, yeah, I think you got a flawed strategy. I was like, wow, people really do this? That was insane to me that people do that.
Jeez.
Oh, another feature that Airbnb added, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It shows you how often a guest cancels their reservation. If you log in, this one guy who stayed with me, he cancels a lot. He ended up but I have on strict cancellation. But he couldn't cancel mine, but it tells you that now.
So he probably grabs like 5 or 6 at a time, and when it comes to crunch time, he jumps on the. Oh, that's what his strategy probably is, right? That's why he cancels so many.
Oh, I never thought about that. That probably is what he does. Because what it does now, okay, let's say you cancel. They don't let you leave a review, which is good because they should have stopped that anyway because that was dumb. So what they do is they put an automatic review and they say, hey, this is an Airbnb review. This guest canceled this amount of days before the trip.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, dang, he has a lot of... No, because I clicked, I'm like, how are they... But that's pretty cool. I like that. I like that feature. That's pretty dope. Yeah, so...
I remember in the early days of Airbnb, when I was just a guest, when I would guest at Airbnbs, I remember I would look up these badass listings, like in New York or wherever, San Fran, LA. I see some badass listings, and I'm like, wow, it's a cheap price, really nice, really nice place. And I'd sit there and I'd start reading the reviews, and some people would leave good reviews, and then others would be like, this is an automated listing. He canceled blah, blah, blah 15 days before my trip. This is an automated listing. People would put on there that what happened?
Yo, go ahead.
No, yeah, they would just put these comments. This is an automated listing. This
Airbnb does it now.
Oh, they do it.
They do it now.
Okay, because it was the same message each time.
Yeah,
because that person, the one in the badass place in New York, for a good price, I don't know, it was like a fake listing or something, where he would just cancel. It would just, I don't know, try to get information from people or some stuff.
I don't know. Like, this dude was canceling a bunch, and once I seen that, I was like, yo, that's pretty dope, But I mean, you can kind of gauge if you want that guy to stay. Especially, I honestly think people shouldn't use flexible cancellation. You should use moderate.
I'll tell you something. Am I flexible? Remember I told you I use flexible, right?
Yeah.
And I changed it to moderate because you had mentioned it. I didn't get any listings after I changed it to moderate.
Any reservations?
Any reservations. I didn't get any reservations after I changed it to moderate. I was like, damn, what the hell's happening? Usually every day or two I get somebody dinging me. I changed it back to flexible and I started getting hits again. And I was like, I wonder if there's something to that.
It is.
What's that?
Okay. The reason why you're getting more on flexible is because people book further out if you're on flexible. If you're on strict, this is how I make all my money on my timeshare. This is why the strict and the bonus time go hand in hand. When I do strict, people know they're going to come. I get a more guaranteed guest. Also, when people know they're going to come, they're going to look at a shorter time frame. So all this week, I get a bunch of bookings for this week. So the good thing about that is I get paid this week like that. Because they book for 3 days, I get paid the next day. Book for 4 days, I get paid the next day.
Oh,
so
nice.
I make I can make a nice chunk of change for this week. I'll do the same, and then on Sunday, I update my listings for that week again for the bonus time.
Oh, so those, the people that book far in advance, they tie you up.
Exactly. That's what they're doing. So, also, your strategy might work. Like you said, okay, I'm going to do flexible, but I'm only going to have my calendar open for 2 months. You might get less cancellations, possibly.
Now, I haven't guessed it at one in a while, but as a guest, can you put it in your filters that you only stay at flexible places? Can you put that into your filters?
I don't know, but I'm almost certain you could.
Because then, yeah, I can see people looking like that.
Yeah,
putting that in there.
With strict,
because hotels are all flexible. They all let you cancel like up until 24 hours before, right?
Yeah,
all hotels.
See, and with strict, I think people go to strict because one, it's going to be a kind of higher end quality listing. Because my condos, they're higher end. They're going to higher end quality listing, and they know they're going to go. They know they're not going to cancel.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I barely get a cancellation. When I get a cancellation, it's like I barely get them. Because they know, well, dang it, I just lost my money. So I had a guy who thought he was going to cancel. He's like, oh, man, I'm talking to my family, man. See if we. Then he texted me that day. He's like, yeah, we're coming. So, because it puts more pressure on them if they know they're going to lose their money. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
And of course, you always have those people that, and that's another thing I was asking about the ethics, like the people that say, oh, man, they canceled. Then, hey, you think you could refund me my money? And I'm like, man, you just tied up my property for a week. You know what I mean? I could have had someone else in there, So I'm like,
Nah.
Yeah, I mean,
act like a grown up. Learn how to travel.
Yeah, straight up.
That ain't my problem. You can't handle your stuff.
Yeah.
Or you said someone had like a family emergency like a month away or something like that.
Yeah, man. I'm like, get out of here. You're scheduling family emergencies.
Oh man, you put a buttload of topics on here, man. Let's go over some of them.
Oh yeah, well, I almost had to go off on one of those damn millennials, man. I'm a millennial.
Oh yeah. What did you tell him? What did you tell him?
Man. So okay, so he left a 4-star review. I don't care, 4-star reviews. Who cares? I didn't like what he said in his review. Okay, in the main portion of it, he goes, "Yeah, they charge you $100 security deposit at the front desk, and Airbnb has $1 million coverage plan, whatever." I'm like, okay, and he goes, and then so after that, in the private guest feedback, he tells me about the Airbnb coverage, like I don't know what that is, and then he tells me, "Hey, you should let guests know that they charge $100 on a credit card." And I'm like, okay, one, it's on all 300 of my listings. So what I did was, okay, I'm trying to take the higher road, but like my man My man Primetime says, I don't know the address today. So I'm like, I sent him a message. I let Mahogany read the message before I sent it. I sent him a message. I'm like, hey, by the way, the security deposits list is on all 300 of my listings. I don't know how you missed it. And then after that, I wrote, I've had over 426 guests, and only 2 of them have missed have missed the $100 security deposit. I swear, only 2 people have missed it. They're like, oh, I didn't see it. So I'm like, okay, clearly they're not reading it, right? Yeah. So I typed it up and let Mahogany read it. She's like, the first part's cool, but she's like, the second part, you're kind of being an asshole. I was like, okay. So I took it off, but I sent him the message. I never heard back from him after that. So,
hey, man, feels good, you know.
It does sometimes, man. Letting off a little steam to the damn millennials that don't read.
They don't read. Yeah, he gave you a 4-star because of something that was obviously on there that was listed, and that's messed up.
That's what I want to talk to Airbnb about. Like, if it's something on the listing, because VRBO, if something's on the listing and the guest says
complains
something
about it, that says they didn't. I don't know.
Yeah, they back you up on that, and I noticed that. Now Airbnb, I thought they did. But I don't know, because I've heard people say they've tried to take off reviews. That stuff that was in their list, and they kind of were like, well, we kind of let them leave reviews about their experience. I'm like, but the stuff that he's saying ain't true, you know, but I don't know.
That's fake news. That's fake news.
It's really what it is, you know.
Donald Trump impression right there, yeah.
But yeah, I had to send him a message.
And, you know, you added me to a lot of those groups. The Facebook groups.
Yeah.
And that's fun watching all the stuff going on there. And one thing, I go read down the comments of, you know, and one thing, well, I called Airbnb and they said, and then the person under them, first of all, they're all idiots at Airbnb. They don't know a damn thing. Second of all, this is how you know, it's like all of them were like dogging on Airbnb.
They do.
And I had my own personal experience, and I mentioned it last week, but I'll mention it again since we're on topic. And because I was concerned about that 4-month rental and, you know, the 4-month lease, and I was worried about, you know, potential squatters. And I called Airbnb and I was like, hey, you know, and this young girl answers, hey, you know, how can we help you? Yeah, I'm trying to rent out my place, blah, blah, blah. And the thing is, they want to rent it out for 4 months, so I'm worried about them, you know, squatting in the house. And she's like, squatting? And I was like, yes, you know, squatting. I'm worried about that happening. She's like, you mean like doing squats? And like, I'm like, do you know what? No, the term squatting, you know what that means? She's like, I'm sorry, I've never heard of it. And she's representing Airbnb. She's the face of the company, right? Because that's who you talk to. And then I'm saying that because you know, you heard of the corporate CEO, blah blah blah, and they asked him who's the most important person in your company, blah blah blah. Well, the receptionist, because that's the first person that people see, or that's the first person they talk to. You know, she's the most important one because she's the front line. Yeah. And so that she's the freaking front line. You know, I called and she didn't even know what squatting was. The number one like fear of all Airbnbers is someone's going to get in your house and not get out, you know, and you're screwed and tear it up. And she didn't know the term. At least teach your virtual assistants. At least teach them what squatting is. I mean, come on, you're Airbnb.
Yeah. You're partially real estate, you know.
So I'm not going to call her an idiot, but they didn't train her good.
Nah. So, we had more draws left behind besides the Michael Kors watch. We were actually
were they secret drawers?
So I ended up.
Shout out to Sue.
I had to readjust one of my bed frames, and I lifted it up, and it's just a pair of drawers sitting under my bed, man.
Now, were the guys' drawers or girls' drawers?
Girls' drawers, and I kind of messed with my wife with them. I picked them. I used a little scooper thing, and I put them I put them on top of all the dirty laundry. And my wife walks in, she's like, so I looked in the laundry room and I was washing clothes and there's a pair of drawers there that aren't mine. And I would start messing with them like, yeah, they are. She's like, no, they aren't. And I was like, I'm joking. It came from upstairs.
You should have started sweating.
Yeah, I don't want to mess around with mahogany like that too long.
No, it's just stab you.
Yeah, the 9mm will come out. It's like, nah, I don't want to push her too far.
She don't mess around. You know, guys are stronger and all this stuff, but women can kill us in our sleep.
Yeah, she sleeps with a 9mm under her pillow. I don't mess with that.
What?
Yeah, she used to be armed security.
She literally sleeps with one under her pillow.
Yeah, we both do.
I hope y'all don't have a nightmares or sleepwalking one day. No. Have like a shootout at the OK Corral.
But she used to be like armed security, so she's like fully licensed for all this other stuff. So
I had an idea.
Okay.
That's pretty cool, by the way. Yeah, I guess it's kind of okay.
Kind of scary at times, so go ahead.
Just don't get in a fight. Okay, I had the South Korean guests, right, a few weeks ago. And they loved the place, and they asked if it was okay to order Amazon while they were there. So they were there for a week, and they were ordering products on Amazon, whatever. Mm-hmm. And apparently high-end products. 'Cause I saw some of the boxes were like Gucci and Louis Vuitton and stuff like that. They probably paid for their whole trip, right? Taking that stuff back and selling it over there in South Korea.
Oh.
But anyways, and I was thinking, I wonder if we can market, or I can start marketing my place to attract foreign tourists. Call it the Amazon house or something like that, or put that in the forefront and say, and then a foreign tourist will see, wow, while I'm there, I can order Amazon. He won't have a problem with it. I could pay for my whole trip. I don't know. Make it Amazon friendly.
Amazon Prime destination.
That sounds catchy.
That's smart. That's smart. Because you know what? You know what I noticed? My timeshares, they encourage people to do that. Like, if you need to ship something, they give you a separate shipping P.O. box with my timeshares.
Uh-huh.
And they'll deliver it to your room.
Nice.
I never thought about that.
Huh.
Yeah, because like a lot of foreigners, you just get the stuff off Amazon and take it back home and sell it.
I mean, my closet's full right now of stuff from Amazon because my buddy from Argentina, every time he comes to town, man, or he's ordering stuff right now from Argentina, but every time he comes to town, he loads up all the Amazon because they don't have Amazon, or they have a type that's really expensive down there.
Really?
Because Argentina's on the southern tip of the planet,
Yeah.
So it probably costs a buttload to ship something down there if Amazon's even there.
I never thought about that, man. I'm definitely gonna think about getting into that.
At least put it on the headline,
Yeah. We accept your Amazon packages and we'll deliver them to you.
Now, if you're gonna go that route, would you sign up for Amazon's system where they can open your door and stick the package inside? Boom, boom, boom.
You know what? Mahogany doesn't like that, but Mahogany made a good point the other day. All around here, people have been getting their Amazon packages stolen.
Yeah.
Especially this time of the year, Christmas or whatever is rolling around. So that's actually something to consider. I mean, who do you trust, some random guy or the Amazon driver?
Well, it comes with the camera. It comes with the camera too, though.
Really?
I think they get a code to the lock, right? That only works one time. They open the door. It films them the whole time while they drop the package off inside. Boom, boom, boom.
Amazon's taking over, man.
They've been taking over.
They have a laundry button in there. You have a laundry detergent button. Like let's say you're out of laundry detergent, you push this button in your house, and it orders Amazon's laundry detergent and ships it to your house.
Wow. The pantry, bro.
It's getting crazy.
I signed up for the baby formula like you told me to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I signed up for that.
Cheap. Yeah, man. Me and my wife, we saved $200-$300 a month with buying baby formula off of Amazon or eBay.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I don't know if we've already talked about this. Have you heard of Cort? C-O-R-T?
No.
They pretty much lease you furniture and ship it to you for your Airbnb.
They lease it?
Yeah. It's just kind of like Rent-A-Center, but they just ship it to you.
We got all these tools in place, dude. Let's do this. Let's freaking do this. Start up our business already.
We can.
It's
all
coming.
the tools.
Our business
now.
is coming. It might be there already. Who knows?
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. It's
we
coming.
might get it. Okay, I won't say advertiser, because our buddy. I'll go ahead and send him a shout out on this episode. My buddy at work that does the set TV thing that you were going to sign up for.
Oh yeah, I'm still signing up for that.
Okay, cool. Well, I had talked to him. I was like, man, you know what? Why don't you throw some of that set TV at Myka and throw one at me? For it's $20 a month. It's cheap, right?
Yeah.
So in essence, you're paying us like $40, and we'll promote your product, which is a good product because it's $20 a month. You get all the cable channels, HBO, Showtime, Cinemax. You get the NFL networks, NBA networks, hockey. You get everything, and all the pay-per-views, and it's $20 a month.
No, Michael, we got to talk to him. We really need to get this guy on the show. It'd be a good little thing for him.
He's the crazy Jamaican I told you about.
Oh yeah, we got to get the Jamaican on Bumbleclaw.
Are you telling me you're gonna let an axe murderer stay at your house with your wife and your baby?
Yeah, we got to get him on.
He gets animated.
Oh, we
got to
have
to turn his mic way down because he'll be redlining every time.
Get him on. Get him on. We're booked for the next 3 weeks, but next week after that.
As long as we get our set TV for free, you know.
Yeah. If he's hooking up the set.
You know, his name is John Bailey, right?
Yeah.
And so he signed on that company to be like a distributor. He had to pay like thousands of bucks, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But we sign up through him now instead of signing up through Set TV, which you could still sign up through Set TV if you wanted to. But if you sign up through him, he walks you through, he sets you up, everything. It's the same price and all that stuff. Yeah. So you're just helping a brother out. And so you got to come up with your own name, what you want your streaming service to be. And so his name, Bailey, John Bailey, and it's Bailey Streaming, so Bailey Streaming TV. Mm-hmm. And so his symbol is BSTV. It's like, you sure you want to name it that, bro? It's like, oh man, it's a good name. It's like BSTV. The funny thing is, I'll never forget that name. So it's good advertising, right? Yeah. And he could do his little, tagline. You tired of the BS? Well, sign up for some BS TV. Because we don't BS. Or something like that. I'll make a commercial for him.
We got to,
especially if he's an advertiser. We'll definitely have him on our show. You hear that, peeps?
Yeah.
Sign up for some BS TV.
We're getting sponsors. Yeah, get him on.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, we got to definitely get him on. Yeah, because we're down for that. Yeah, if we can because I'm going to test run to set at my house. If it works good, I'm gonna cancel all my cable, just hook up set everywhere, and hook it up in my condo.
Sweet.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So I went through everything I wanted to talk about, man. You got a lot of interesting stuff. Are we coming up on time, man?
Did I have a lot of interesting stuff? It didn't look like I did.
Oh, I've been, man. I don't know.
Was it from the last show I didn't get to? We didn't get to a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah, from the last show, man. Because last show, I mean, man, this week I just had me and Airbnb have been the changes.
Been at odds, huh?
Yeah, not really been at odds. They just made a lot of changes, dude. A lot of changes.
Oh, I had one of those moments again. I have a lot of those moments at work, right? Oh, you had a eureka moment. I'll remember it. Go ahead. You go ahead.
Oh, about the South Koreans.
Okay.
So how did you feel about that cancellation policy? Was that a little bit too for you?
With the South Koreans?
Yeah, their cancellation policy.
Well, mine's flexible anyways. How was theirs?
Well, they can cancel while they're on their trip and get half their money back.
I didn't know that. Oh, you had mentioned that before.
It shows up like, hey, you have to accept their cancellation policy.
I guess I just, read through that. I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, because when I first read it, I think they might have changed it, though. Because when I first read it, they're like, yeah, if the guest's on their trip, you have to give them 50% of their money back. I'm like, the hell? You're about to check into my house for a week, stay 3 days, and be like, I'm leaving.
Peace out.
Yeah, hell no, man.
This is America. It's America. I messaged them while they were here. I was like, hey, how's the next day? You wait till the next day. You message them, hey, I hope you got checked in all good, and hope you're doing all right. If you're liking the place, he goes, and he wrote in broken English, right? He goes, oh, we love it here. We want to stay forever. I didn't mean to do an accent. I'm just assuming it's something along those lines. Is that even a Korean accent? I'm sorry. I'm Mexican. I can do that.
I was wondering, you were reading this and you just can't.
We want to stay forever. And I was thinking, well, shoot. Are they going to start squatting? I can't do nothing about it because the Korean law. What's going on here? And so. Oh, cheekies. Like, what? The little doggies all over you. He's like, you all right, man? You laughing pretty.
We want to stay forever.
There goes our Asian fans. Sorry, James. Sorry for the bad accent, man. He's cool with us.
Oh my god, that was funny. You gotta stay forever.
Even in the review, they wrote that we wish we could stay forever.
And you never heard these people talk?
You know what? I never heard them talk. I never talked to him. I just assumed I'm just an assumer.
Oh man, that's funny, man.
And so to all my Asian friends, I apologize. Just come on, man, lighten up. Everybody just lighten up and be fun and have fun with us. They make fun of how Mexicans talk. Orale, I want some tamales. They make fun of us. So everybody makes fun of everybody. It's all good.
Oh man, that was funny, man. But yeah, that was funny. So. But yeah, that cancellation policy is a bit strange. I wasn't too fond of that.
Yeah, so. But they had a good time. They ordered some Louis Vuitton bags, and I guess whenever they roll through again, they'll be back. They'll be back at the Art House.
Art House Hearst.
Art House Hearst in the house.
AHH. Yeah, so.
That was a good show, man. You think we're stopping right here?
Yeah, we can stop it right here, man. That was a good show. South Korea, we do love you and your fans.
Yeah, keep coming back.
Yeah, keep
You can order all the Amazon you want on my house, man. It's all good.
Yeah, so
shout out to Josh. Remember at the meetup?
Oh yeah, Josh Adego Bay, my boy. He's straight out of Nigeria. That's my boy right there. Yeah, shout out to
nightmare.
Josh. Yeah, he's actually gonna have his Airbnb up soon, and he's gonna be he's gonna be a guest on the show. We'll get him on as soon as he's up and running.
Yeah, he said something about that. Oh, my goal is to be a guest on the show one day. Like he's looking at us like we're like superstars or something. I was like, oh,
that's what we are, man.
Yeah, that's what we are. Thought you knew.
Yes, sir.
And so I was like, oh, you want to be on our show? He's like, no, not yet. I'm not ready yet. Let me get my house. Getting his house built in South Dallas. We need to look into that. If they say it's going to grow like it is, it's going to be gentrified and all that.
He's already hopped in on it. Because, I mean, he's right there by the Cotton Bowl Stadium.
Yeah. State
Fair.
Yeah.
That's a nice spot, man.
Because over there used to be pretty rough back in the day.
Yeah.
Pretty rough.
Because he can rent that in October. He'd probably make $10,000 a month in October once he gets to his high point.
For the whole month of October?
Oh, yeah. Easy.
Huh. Wow.
Once he gets to his high point, though. He has to get to that high point of pricing with the reviews.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll help him out. Hey, any fans out there need us to stay at your place and leave some reviews,
Yeah, or if you need us to run it for you.
Oh, even better. You don't got to do nothing. Just collect the paychecks.
Yeah. You just break a little 30% off to LLT, and we'll hook you up.
Hit us up, man.
Yeah, hit us up, man. Check us out at liveletthrive.com. Call us 469-300-9100. Go to our YouTube channel, subscribe to us, and rate us on iTunes, man. We need more ratings.
We do.
Rate us. We get a lot of feedback. Everyone says they love us, but they don't leave us a rating.
and I do the same thing. I love a bunch of podcasts, and I never leave reviews. But
I'm going to start doing it now.
I started.
Yeah,
that's because I'm part of the community now. We're part of the community, and so I went in there and I left some of my favorite podcasts some reviews the other day.
Yeah, leave us some reviews, man. Don't give us a backhanded compliment. We love you, but we ain't leaving you a review.
This stuff is free, man. It's free. You ain't paying for this.
Yeah.
I even make it downloadable. If you want to download it and take it with you on your device, I wouldn't put it on an iPhone because they don't give you no space unless you pay like a premium.
I got the space now. I went and got the iPhone 8 Plus.
How much gigs?
256. I went ahead and maxed it out. Damn. Me and Mahogany were like, well,
business expense.
Yeah, because with Airbnb and everything we're doing, man, we have to go ahead and we got to go ahead and max out the space on it.
My wife wants a MacBook for Christmas, a rose gold MacBook. And I'm like, man, I got her on this Apple kick, man. Because we started with iPads. That was my fault. She was always Galaxy. I was always Galaxy, whatever. And I got those iPads, and that was it. And she just saw these Apple products are so good. And we went to the iPhones, and now she wants the Mac. I'm like, dang. Created a monster.
Yeah, she's on it.
Expensive-ass Apple stuff. Yeah, 32 in the books, man.
Magic Johnson's number.
There we go.
Was it Magic 32? I hope
yeah,
I'm
32. Yeah. Yeah, 32.
I'm a diehard Laker fan. I got to keep that in there. 28, 24, and 32. So, yeah,
only
man.
She's 5'3". Dun, 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 dun. Oh,
what?
I like big butts and I can't remember.
Oh, yeah.
Only if she's 5'3". You don't remember that? So, anyway.
Sir Mix-a-Lot?
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
Or Freak Nasty?
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Oh, okay, never mind. I went way back. Okay. So, yeah, man, we're out. Hope you remembered all the stuff we told you. liveletthrive.com. Hit us up.
liveletthrive@gmail.com.
Yeah. Email us. Definitely send us an email.
What's the phone number?
469-300-9100.
Yes, and leave us a review, please. Por favor. I'm
Yes.
begging. Hat in hand. Or hat on my... What other thing? Who knows? We're tired. It's time to go to sleep.
All right. Peace.
Later.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Live, Let, Thrive. Be sure to tune in next week for all the latest in the world of Airbnb and all that entails. Bye-bye.